What's going on, everyone? It's Coach Mac, and today we're going to be talking about how to get motivated and stay motivated. So if you like videos like this, make sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned for the video. So the big thing you need to understand that motivation is a feeling, and eventually that motivation is going to go away and it needs to turn into discipline. How can we do that? There's two main ways. The first thing is you need to have a list of non-negotiables. Non-negotiables meaning these are things that you have written out that you have told yourself you are going to do. Now, I personally have this for a lot of things. A big thing right now is my water intake, and as well as sticking to my meal plan that I currently program myself, and additionally having fitness goals of going to the gym 5 times a week and doing cardio 3 times a week. These are non-negotiables. Now, a big thing when you're setting non-negotiables is you can have it in your head, but that's not going to get you very far, and that's not going to keep you very consistent. So how can we do this? We can force it to be in front of you. What I mean by that is you see the whiteboard over there in my room, you do the same thing. You have it written out and you have it written in front of you, so you can't avoid it. So if you want to write it in your bathroom mirror, if you want to write it on the door when you leave, if you want to write it in your car, whatever you see, you can't run from it. You have to force yourself to write these notes and keep it in front of you, so when that motivation isn't there, you remember the feeling you had when you wanted to achieve these goals, and it forces you to stay more consistent. We're not actually aiming for motivation, we're aiming for discipline here. So now, once we've set our non-negotiables, here's the next step you have to do. You have to cut out all the distractions that sway you away from hitting that goal. What do I mean by that? If you want to be a better employee at your job and you want to work at night to get better at it, but you know when you're working at home you're watching too much TV, you gotta figure out a way to get the TV remote away from you. So you have no other option but to focus on what you want to do. Maybe let's get you a lockbox for the remote. So when you're on the TV too long or you've reached the hour limit you give yourself, put it in the lockbox. You have no excuse now and you can go right to work. Here's a second example. You have a struggle with the diet and you snack too much at night. We gotta get rid of the treats. We gotta get rid of the bad foods in your house. Maybe find some other healthy alternatives, but we have to cut it out. These are things you have to do. You set the non-negotiables, then you cut out all the distractions. So then when your motivation is low and you're relying on the discipline, you have no easy exit and you're being constantly reminded of the goals you set out for yourself. It's a double whammy. It's a 1-2 punch to make sure that you stay consistent in hitting the goals that you want. Whether that's for losing weight, being a better employee, being better at your sport, this method applies for everything. It doesn't matter what the actual goal is. This applies to any aspect of anything somebody wants to change in their lives. Now that we've had the 1-2 punch and you've started to build a little bit of consistency here and it's been a couple weeks or it's been a month, this is what you need to do. And a lot of people don't do it that actually consistently stay motivated and dedicated. You need to celebrate your achievements and you also need to enjoy yourself. You need to still have fun. So what I mean by this is if somebody's on a diet and they've been super consistent, you need to go treat yourself to a cheat meal or it's going to force you to just end up being burnt out. If you're working every night trying to reach your goals on your laptop or whatever you're doing and you're starting to feel really burnt out, you need to spend that night with the TV remote. You have to do it. You have to force yourself to enjoy things, because once you start to get really locked in and then you stay true to your goals, guess what's going to happen? You're probably going to get burnt out. This is where we have the balance. Build the consistency, you build your non-negotiables, you cut out the distractions, and then you can celebrate the wins by relaxing, by enjoying yourself, having the cheat meal, doing what you want. And then we do it in moderation. So when it comes to motivation, it's just a feeling. If you have a goal that you want to reach, you need to find ways to build discipline and remember that feeling of motivation when you don't have it and you're relying solely on discipline. So I hope this helps somebody today. If you like this video, make sure to like and subscribe and stay tuned for more videos like this in the future.